How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Coming at you live. This time we're in Glendale, Arizona.
On location.
Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm Josh.
I'm Nick.
How we doing? Back for episode 2 this time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our first episode. Once again, you can catch it on Spreaker under Pleeka or go to YouTube. Name Pleeka, obviously. So today we're going to be talking about episode 2, The Detail.
Yeah, God, you're just going off.
Just booming, you know?
Yeah, bam.
Got the biscuit cooking in the oven.
Episode 2. What's your first impressions?
It's picking up finally.
It was one fucking episode.
Well, yeah, but
up.
You still meet a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, you do meet a lot.
A lot of people.
You know what? One thing I did notice, you meet some fuckers that don't matter.
No, yeah, like Santangelo. And who's the other fat fuck?
Those two drunk guys.
Yeah, the two old white fucking.
We'll get to them.
We'll get there. But yeah, you mean
I forget.
Polk and something.
Yeah,
something or
drunk
another.
and drunker.
Yeah, basically, they want the OT. They're just riding out their shit till their time to retire.
The case goes from red to black with green, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you say. God.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, he reminds me of
a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely.
Could you imagine that was like if
I mean, I would probably be the same way. Maybe not. I mean, if I'm 62 years old,
like single,
and I have 3 months to go until I retire, there might be that last month or two.
You know what's funny?
Where I'm just go fuck off.
It's funny.
I put in my time.
You know how there's a couple times in this episode, as a matter of fact, McNulty's just out by himself, drunk off his ass, or he's doing something. And my wife turned to me and she goes, that's how you'd be if you were single.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I don't know.
She's probably right, but she's like, why is he drinking his car? And I'm like, he probably doesn't want to be home. It's all fucking lonely. He's got done his bed.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, and this is a little.
I don't want to skip ahead, but
no. It's off subject. It's kind of off subject, but it's just like when you're in a relationship. Or when you're married, not to say that everyone, but there's always that brief thought of, man, could you imagine how much more free time I would have if I was single? And then if you're single,
and then you're
desperate, you just want to be in a goddamn relationship. So it's there's really no happy medium.
Right.
It's just I want to be in it, or so.
I think I was single for 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Back in the day.
Fuck.
I've been single a few times.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, well, we don't need to get off on this tangent.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah. We could start that one too.
Yeah.
Relationship
the fucking
woes.
Jesus podcast.
Yeah, fucking Jesus.
All right, so episode 2, The Detail, came out June 9th, 2002.
June 9th, 2002, it did.
That's a long fucking time ago. We're doing a podcast about the goddamn show.
Yeah, we're a little late.
Pretty cool. Yeah, we're a little late.
But like I said, it holds up. And, so yeah, it's good. It holds up. I enjoy the show. Once again, this is my 4th time through, and I still enjoy it. So
yeah,
I can't complain.
You were on the last one. You said it's your 6th or 7th time.
No, that's your 6th or 7th.
No, my
yes,
my bad. And I was 7. There's no. I've watched the first episode though a lot more than the second. Do you find that? I'm a lot more familiar with that first episode. There must have been times where I'm gonna watch them all, and then I just don't. I just for some reason I don't.
Well, I watched it 3 times last week, so I'm very fucking familiar with episode 1.
Well, yeah. But see, I was already familiar with it a little bit. I mean, not as familiar. I didn't take notes when I watched it.
I didn't really realize how just watching it and just as it progressed, it just jogged my memory. I can't help but go jump ahead and be like, oh, fuck, I can't wait until this happens.
Right.
Or we meet this person or this happens.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But I think that's why I like it so much. It's the anticipation.
Well, yeah, because you forget about stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably been 3 or 4 years since I watched it. So.
Right.
Obviously, I'm going to forget just off the top of my head, but.
Right.
When I get there, it's oh, yeah. I remember this. I remember this easily.
All right, so opening scene, there's
Gantz laying on the gurney.
Yeah.
In a body bag.
I like, too, how they do that scene, say something, and then it goes to the theme song.
Right.
And then
well, it's their opening tease or whatever,
Yeah.
A lot of shows.
Yeah, he's
do
laying
that.
there in the morgue with Bunk and McNulty, and
Yep.
I wrote down Dr. Randall Frazier.
Yeah, you went way too deep, but okay.
No, I actually just wanted to know the guy's name because he's in a ton of episodes.
Right.
He's creepy as fuck.
Yep.
He's eating over the dead body.
He has to be though. He's a goddamn mortician or whatever they call him.
Yeah, and they're drilling that one guy in the
Do they call him
background.
mortician?
I don't think he's a mortician.
Well, he works in a goddamn morgue, so you have to be a twisted fuck.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Love morgue workers. World couldn't be here without you.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great industry to be in.
Well,
Never gonna run out of work.
That's true. That's
Never gonna run out of work.
Unless there's a zombie apocalypse.
Well,
Just saying.
you
'cause
know,
then you're like, fuck.
that's a whole nother.
You know, how do I get this guy ready? He's coming back alive.
That's a whole other podcast.
Okay,
We're not
all
watching Walking Dead.
All right, so yeah, I hate The Walking Dead. We're not
Really?
We're not doing a podcast.
Wow. Okay.
I gave up on it. I'm not watching anymore.
I'm way behind as usual.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm always behind.
All right, so the main thing they discuss in that first scene is that, Barksdale's crew, not
Right.
Avon.
Ordered the murder.
Yeah, and they're like, well, why?
Bunk is confused as to why he would order a murder after they beat the charge.
Right. And then
Sending a message. McNulty's like, well, it sends a big message.
cover your ass
Yeah,
is what he says.
yeah, cover your ass. Sends a big message to the community and whatever,
Yeah,
and it does.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
So then it cuts.
I'd be scared
yeah.
if I accidentally witnessed something that I shouldn't.
Yeah, and you wouldn't say a word about it either.
God, nope.
Hell no.
I'd lie on the stand. I have no idea who that guy is. He's just
I've
a
never-
black guy to me.
Never seen that guy
Looks like half of Baltimore.
He looks like the field goal kicker in Waterboy.
He is, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
So then the little slogan is you cannot lose.
If you do not play.
Play.
Yep.
Marla Daniels.
Marla Daniels.
Never liked her
Yeah, she's kind of irrelevant in the whole scheme,
so far.
don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. She's definitely not.
she's not a main character.
No, but
which is weird that they even
but
quoted
I mean,
her.
when you have 4,000 characters, you're gonna have a couple people that matter more.
Yeah, definitely. They have their core,
So, oh, that's funny. For the next scene, I wrote camera shit.
Camera shit?
Camera shit. Which I like this scene.
When they show up at their new digs? Is this where we're at? Or are we not? Right? They show up?
Oh yeah. That's what camera shit means.
Okay.
Going through. I didn't even know what I meant. You knew what I meant. I didn't know what I meant.
I basically
I
wrote...
don't like this scene. I just wrote it down. I was
Right.
talking about something completely else.
Okay.
Jesus. You're like, yeah, we just, okay, never mind. Yeah, when they all go to their office, it's what, Daniels, Greggs, Hurt, Carver, and Santangelo, which I
Yeah.
had to put a question mark because I didn't know his name.
It is Santangelo.
I wanted to call
Or
him Rick
Sam-
D'Amico still, but,
He does look like Rick D'Amico.
yeah.
Fox 10 News, shout out.
Last time I said I hate that motherfucker, so.
Well, hopefully Rick's listening.
Kima had the quote, who do you gotta fuck to get a real office?
Yeah, damn, who you got to fuck in this town to get a decent office?
Damn, you
That's
might-
her actual quote.
Wow.
I do have that. I made sure to write. I've got a lot more detailed.
You're like,
But yeah,
Kima said, fuck, I'm writing that down.
yeah. Basically, I put Daniels and crew arrive at their new office. I have office in quotation marks.
Me too.
Hell.
You know what it reminds me of? And
Hellhole with no power, but the phone works.
do you know, and maybe this is a stretch, but follow me on this. They
I'm
go
following.
down all the way down the basement. It's like creepy.
Correct.
It's totally Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I say that is in the prison in Silence of the Lambs, it's in Baltimore.
It's been a long time since I've seen Silence of the Lambs.
Well, I've seen it and I read the book.
Yeah.
That's where he's in
I liked
prison is in Baltimore. So
Maybe
when they go down and
it reminds you of...
so it's like totally. I'm like,
You're like, wait,
like I expect Hannah Lecter down there.
deja vu?
Yeah, so
That's funny. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen...
Silence.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs, for sure.
Yeah, me too. It's my wife's favorite movie.
It's a good movie. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's been probably 10 years, 15 years.
Right. So, and then we got McNulty with the judge.
Yep. Judge Phelan again visits him yet again. Obviously, has a problem with shutting his fucking mouth.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, but nothing's happened to McNulty. So, like, why would he shut it? He got bitched at, and he
has to know it's coming.
But, okay, but follow me here. So, like, he went and told the judge. The judge
told Burrell.
And now there's a task force, which he's part of, to go find this guy that he wants to get. All he had to do was take some shit for it.
Right.
Now he's going back to the judge. That's how I see it. Like, I mean, you follow me? Like, it's not like to me, I think he thinks it's worth it to get something done.
Yeah, but not really, because in the scene he says, when you go to the deputy ops, leave my fucking name out of it. So he obviously knows that he's kind of, threw him under the bus. And because
I want to get all my shit and get away with it.
Right. He wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Right.
And that's not life.
Not usually.
No, it's not, unless you're fucking rich or have rich parents or just a dick.
So then you'd be richer.
A wealthy dick.
I got a wealthy dick.
I feel like people with money, not everybody, but those are usually the people that can have their cake and eat it too. But usually karma works itself out and comes around and bites them. But yeah, so I just basically met with Judge Phelan yet again. Just had to tell him that the witness was murdered. Phelan says rules are different now that he's a judge, not a state prosecutor.
All right. I wrote down that McNulty wanted leverage for the Barksdale case. So I mean, basically,
right. Yeah, but then he's he goes, well, why don't we just go to the news,
go to the press, and
he's like, no, that'll tip off Stringer and the crew, Barksdale's crew.
So he's assuming that Barksdale and Stringer read the paper every morning. Stringer probably does. Avon's not picking up the paper.
I would almost guarantee you Stringer reads the paper,
but I almost guarantee you Avon's not. Now he might grab the sports page.
This is true,
but he's not reading the front page.
This is true. But yeah, I'm sure Stringer does. I would assume that Stringer reads the paper because he's that type of guy. Yeah. He's the businessman.
Right. Okay, so the next scene they're actually in the office.
Yeah, McNulty shows up.
Does he? No, this is before McNulty shows up.
Oh, okay.
When they're just
we're still on the judge, Phelan.
Yeah, they were kind of back and forth.
Right, he spills the mustard on his shirt. He's eating the fucking hot dog.
He hasn't got there yet. That's where. So it's Polk and I don't know how to say that. I can't read my own handwriting. It's
boy,
Mahone, I guess.
Yeah, it's Mahone. I believe that sounds familiar.
So we meet those guys, and then we also meet Presbeluski.
And
some guy named Lester Freeman. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who Lester Freeman is. He's a black guy, right?
Black guy.
With a beard or a goatee or whatever.
Yeah.
Love Lester.
Yeah, Lester's a lot of people's favorite. He's in my top 5.
Yeah, he's probably in my top 10.
He's in my top 5, I think.
It's funny because I was talking to a guy at work who listened to the podcast, and he goes, before he had listened to it, he goes, have you guys done like a rating your characters? I'm like, dude, we just started. Like,
right.
We're one episode deep. Like, we haven't even met everyone yet. Like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Did
you take notes on that?
No, but I mean, like, that would take a while to sit down and actually. If I really wanted to make like a top 20 or a top 50, that would take a while.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, just because, it'll fluctuate.
That could be like episode 2.5.
Well, we could honestly just build one as we go and then just like keep a running tab on it and then just episode by episode of people move around.
Because, one of my favorites isn't even around until season 4, so.
Michael.
Yeah. Oh, you just gave it away. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but seriously. And And there's a lot of people in the later episodes.
Well, the episode 4 and that's when, it's kind of like the new Star Wars. All the same characters are coming back, but they're all new and younger.
Oh, I get you. You lost me for a second. I had no idea what you're talking about.
I know. I don't rarely make Star Wars references, but
no, but lately a lot.
I've watched them all now, so I can actually talk about it and know what the fuck I'm talking about. and not just say, yeah, that's some gay shit with some fucking robots and a bitch ass with a helmet on and breathes
a long
heavy.
time ago, we're at work, and I said something about Star Wars. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? How do you hate Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Never seen it. But I have now. Watched them all.
Yeah, all you got to do now is watch all the Marvel movies, and you'll be like right up there.
I might.
Yeah, you'd like
Get me bored now. We should start a movie podcast. That would probably go a lot quicker. Episodes would be a lot shorter.
Oh, you think we're going to talk about like Captain America 3 shorter than we are about a fucking hour episode of The Wire?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, they're like I'm sure Captain America 3 is going to run 2.5 hours.
Who cares about Captain America 3? I haven't seen 1 or 2.
Well, you'd have to fucking do your fucking research.
Right, and I would. I'm a dedicated
Podcaster?
employee.
Employee.
Yeah, you pay me, right?
Yeah, a shit ton.
We're getting banged.
So, all right, so they're all in the office. I guess.
They're all just kind of hanging out. They're cleaning. The dude's mopping. The fat guy lights up a cigarette, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously must not have been illegal to smoke in buildings at that time.
Probably not.
I mean, 2002.
Yeah. Well, and so I've got here, I must have it a little mixed up because I also have meeting Lester and Presbeluski.
Well, they like introduce Lester. It's
quick.
He asked him, "What are you doing?" Because he's working on his word.
No, it was even before that. Because, Because they haven't got him yet. It was they might have just shown him, and I just wrote it down because I was excited to see Lester. But then pretty much after McNulty gets there, then Presbeluski shoots the ball.
Yeah, as soon as McNulty shows up, he just sits down. I don't even think he really
because then Daniels
says
like, what the fuck?
anything to.
Yeah,
and I feel like in that scene, I feel like they probably shot that scene a lot because I feel like that was a terrible acting job.
Really, I didn't notice
when
that.
he like, what the fuck, or like, I don't know, what, and he like comes running out, and it totally looks fake. Like when he comes stammering out of the office.
Oh, really?
Like it's almost like he's like he really had to fucking fight
the 13th time
to get it. Like he was really surprised. I don't know, for whatever reason that just caught my mind.
I didn't notice a goddamn thing.
I was just like, wow,
What
that looks fake.
So you got Presbeluski going, or you got Carver saying, hey, he's showing me how
He's showing me his
light trigger, and then he goes, he took all the ones out of the clip.
He took the clip out.
Yeah, and then he goes,
then Kima's like, but he didn't take the one out of the chamber.
And then Presbeluski's all,
oh damn!
Like I do that every time. Like how many times do you shoot the fucking
ditzy
wall?
as fuck.
So you think back the first time you watched it, you already hate this guy.
Yeah, he's a dumbass.
He's this fucking idiot.
Yes.
Which
really isn't his fault.
It's his fault.
I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, there's just some people are just born dumb. I guess not born dumb. But, I mean, fuck, he could have had parents that didn't give a shit about him and never really made sure he learned.
Wow, you're going deep on President.
I mean, I'm just saying, you never know.
Or he might just be a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he could just be dumb.
But it's just funny.
It is funny. I agree. Because, he was showing him how light the trigger pull was. And then I like how he goes, he's like, give me a fucking break. It was an accident. Like it's no big deal. Like he just shot a fucking government issued weapon inside of a government building at a plaster wall.
Luckily, they're like 80 fucking stories down.
Yeah, they're deep in the fucking dungeon, the sex dungeon.
No one heard that shit.
And it was funny because
I like when he's like, you're gonna have to write on it. He's like, what?
And write on it.
You're gonna have to show why that wall.
And I thought it was funny how Daniels and McNulty, like they would say something and then Kima would ask Presbeluski. Like he would say, what the fuck happened? And then Kima would be like, Presbeluski fired off a round into the wall. And then McNulty goes, why? And Kima goes, why? Why, Mr. Presbeluski? I just thought it was funny how she
was awesome.
Relayed everything to Presbeluski.
And was reading the paper
this
fucking dumb fuck just shot the wall.
You got to write on it.
You gotta show why the wall had deadly force. Yeah. That's funny.
Just a dipshit. It's unfortunate, but.
All right, so then we go to the pits.
Chicken nugget scene, baby.
Yeah.
Love me some fucking chicken nuggets. Love them. I know they're probably not good for you, and they're probably made of
Who cares?
organ hearts and
Organ hearts.
I don't know, chicken hearts.
I love chicken hearts.
But they're delicious.
They are fucking delicious, and I think they're like $5 for like
For
20.
20.
Yeah.
Should have picked some up on the way over.
We should have.
Damn.
It's just for Michael B. Jordan. Because
Wallace,
that motherfucker learned to take the bone right out of the chicken.
right out the chicken.
That's the part that's funny. They actually thought it's real chicken.
Yeah,
that they,
I know. It's not processed or anything.
Yeah,
you know.
they just
They
yanked the
probably wouldn't taste as
like
good.
behind McDonald's, there's just a fucking pile of chicken bones. That's what I picture. They're just like, oh, here's
Could you
another
imagine?
McNugget. That would be awesome.
Jesus.
Fucking bunch of dead dogs.
They'd probably
choke
taste.
on 'em.
They probably wouldn't taste as good if it was real chicken. Because you can make processed shit taste whatever you want.
Yeah, dipping some buffalo
Yeah,
sauce. That shit
he said hot sauce, but
I like buffalo
I don't
sauce.
ever remember McDonald's having hot sauce.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
maybe
I'm not a
Baltimore.
hot sauce kind of
Maybe
guy
it's a local Baltimore.
because I don't like vinegar.
That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard.
But anyways, so what I have on this, I actually agree with what D'Angelo said about the motherfucker who invented, because they're going on about, man, this motherfucker's got to be rich,
Right.
the one who invented the chicken nuggets,
Right.
and D's like, how so? And they're like, well, he invented it,
And this is D talking to Wallace and Pooh.
right, which this is one of the few times that I actually agree with D in his philosophy or whatever, because I feel like it is true. Because
Yeah. Okay.
they do have the testers and the people who just are tinkering all the time trying to come up with new shit.
Right.
I mean, I wanted to research who invented the McDonald's chicken nugget, but I ran out of time and didn't.
It wasn't Ronald McDonald?
Well, that's who got credit.
Oh, okay. I thought like there was a fucking clown down in the basement fucking finding
Right.
and shit.
But I really wanted to research it to see,
Oh, see, that never occurred to me. I was just like,
just because I wanted to see.
here's how I
if-
took the scene. You
Go
got
for it.
two young fuckers
Yep.
eating some chicken nuggets that look delicious.
Correct. They were,
D
and are.
is pissed off that he's at the pits.
Oh, for sure.
And he's just like taking it out on them. He's like, hey, you guys are stupid. That guy's not rich. Because they're not rich. They're doing the
and
work.
they're eating, and he's watching because they pan off.
Yeah,
They show the guy,
and then
stuff.
he like shakes his head. Like,
So he's
he's annoyed by them.
he's working, and they're like just chowing down.
I don't know if work is the right, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
I got you.
in his whole thing, or
Yeah,
whatever.
right. So I mean, but I think I even wrote it down. I put D'Angelo's just pissed he's there.
Yeah,
Like,
I can
think that's
see.
part
I
of
see
it.
that.
I mean, you might be right. The guy that made the chicken McNugget invented it may not be fucking rich. Unless
sure
he
he's
fucking
not.
patent that shit. Then he's rich as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but probably not. But you never know. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Comment below. Let us know who invented the chicken
I don't
nugget.
even give a fuck.
Is that motherfucker rich?
I don't care.
I don't care either. I mean, I kind of do.
I don't at all.
I kind of do.
Really?
Yeah. I'll research it.
Okay.
I'll research it.
Next week, I want a fucking answer.
I'll give you a synopsis next week's
Can you bring some chicken nuggets?
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
could probably make that
tasty.
work. I know. I'll get 40 of them. We
That-
each have 20.
I could do that.
I eat 20 all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Tear them up
Oh yeah, absolutely.
with a large fry.
Okay, so now next, Daniel goes to see your pal Perlman.
Yep, district. What is it? She is the assistant state's attorney, Rhonda Perlman.
What do you think of old Rhonda?
It's kind of hard to say early on. She's kind. Originally, I get the feeling that she's kind of like a goody two shoes. Not like a full blown goody two shoes, but like I follow shit by the book. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because like in this scene,
Well, you'd like to hope the state's attorney's office would. Follow.
yeah, but
I mean, like to hope, but not
she's
saying
like, I feel like she's overly wants to do shit to the book. And just because in this scene, he's asking,
Well,
he wants
he's
different
bitch-
guys.
Yeah, well, fuck. Can you imagine
No.
why?
Yeah.
So he's got two drunks.
Yep.
He's got the pussycat Lester Freeman, that they call him,
Yes.
because he came from the pawn shop.
Presbeluski,
Presbeluski, who just shot the wall.
who came from Casuals.
Casualties.
Casualties.
I don't know what that means. I asked my wife, and by the look on your face, you don't know what that means.
I'm
either.
thinking something to do with like dead people. Casualties? I don't know.
It's casualty section. Like, what do you just? Yeah, like, do you like?
I wonder if he just shows up to like scenes where people are dead, and just deals with the dead body.
Like he was at Snot Boogie's fucking thing in the background, like fucking. Oh, you gonna Google that shit?
I'm gonna Google it.
All right, good.
See what we got going on here.
Maybe I should have done that instead of just asking my wife. She was no help. She's like, I don't know.
Well,
It's
worth a shot.
You Google, I'll keep talking. So Daniel wants her to fucking ask her boss to get help, basically.
Right.
Go to Burrell and say, hey, look at this shit crew.
Go to her unit chief.
Yeah.
She says that's the only thing she can do.
Yeah.
Is go to her unit chief to see if he'll go to Burrell.
Right. But that's not what Daniels wants.
And Daniels is like, no, that's not going to happen. He wants him. She wants
her.
Daniels wants her to go straight to Burrell.
Yeah, which.
And she's like, no.
Yeah, which
can't do it.
Okay, so.
But she has a vagina. She could do whatever the fuck she wants. Let's just be real. That's a whole nother episode.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked it up.
Yeah.
Before we get too far ahead. It's basically like an emergency department, also known as accident and emergency department. It's a medical treatment facility specializing in emergency medicine.
Oh.
So I'm assuming...
It's like an EMT or
yeah,
something?
basically the emergency department, it's at hospitals.
Yeah.
So they operate 24 hours a day.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, very.
All right, so... She doesn't know who the two old drunk guys are.
Right. She said she'd never heard of him. Has no idea.
But she's heard of Prez.
Yeah, she knows who Prez is.
Tells him how he shot up his own car.
2 clips into an unmarked car. Said he was under attack from a sniper.
Can you fucking imagine? Like what? Like picture that in your head.
Because see, I had to rewind it because originally I thought she said he unloaded 2 clips into his own car. And I was like, wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I rewound it. And she says that he unloaded 2 clips into an unmarked car because he felt he was under fire from a sniper. Stuck with his story for a day and a half until they actually matched the ballistics to his off-duty weapon.
But wasn't it his unmarked car?
I don't know.
I think it was.
It could have been, but she just says unmarked car.
Either way,
two
it's fucking
two
retarded.
clips.
And then like
2 clips. So he unloaded a clip, got another clip, loaded that clip, unloaded that clip. I said clip a lot.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, that's a lot of fucking bullets. I don't know how many rounds each clip held.
I'm guessing
typically
10 to 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big gun guy.
No.
I like guns. I don't own any guns. I probably should own a gun.
I should own gun.
Arr, matey.
And then, but I mean, what kind of moron? Like, okay, for instance,
And then
I go shoot a car.
Yeah.
22 to 24 times.
16 to 24. Let's just say 16 to 24.
And I tell them that I was
Under attack from a sniper.
I don't think for a minute they're going to believe me because they have ballistics.
Right.
So what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, that's the dipshit that, we relate back
They
to.
really want us to think he's a fucking idiot.
And they paint it pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they do a good job at painting the picture of him being a dipshit, moron, just idiotic.
So the only other thing I have about that little meeting, so to speak, her office was fucking disgusting.
A mess.
He couldn't even sit down.
Yeah, he had to move stuff.
And then she's eating. I'm
Yeah.
like,
She's eating sushi.
what the fuck?
Yep. I think it looked like a pretty goddamn small office. So I think that's just kind of playing in on the Baltimore as a whole.
I guess.
Is just a whole.
it was fucking-
Everything's a fucking wreck.
It was disgusting.
She did have a computer, though. She did not have a typewriter. She had a gateway computer sitting on her desk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we go to the rooftop, which is what I thought we were going to when I hit camera.
Wait. Are you sure?
No.
I don't think so.
What do you think? There's a long pause of silence.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so she kind of touched on that the mayor's office backs Perez. She said she really doesn't know why.
Oh.
But that was in there. And
Yeah,
that Daniels was saying that the deputy told him, don't dig in, don't get fancy. He believes that's why he wasn't able to pick his own men, because he just wants a quick, like,
right. He said if
sweep through, like,
he gets
just,
it. He gets it. If you get good policemen, they might do good
way behind
police
here.
work.
You were right. I had more notes.
Right. You're getting your right on.
Because I put Rhonda will not talk with the deputy, refuses, but says she can talk to her unit chief.
Which is bullshit.
And tell him that Daniels drew shit with his
right,
crew.
and he doesn't want that. That doesn't help.
Right.
So she's saying, no, I can't help you. I can go do this, even though I know this isn't going to help.
Right.
So, I mean, whatever.
Correct. So, yes, you were correct. So, we were on the rooftop. Kima.
And this is what I thought. When I said camera, I was picturing, like, Canon. Like,
right.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the episode.
It's a good scene. It's really good. You got Kima, Herc, and Carver.
Yeah, up on the rooftop.
Herc steps on a nail.
Right off the bat.
Right off the
bat, she's creeping.
What the fuck are we doing up here?
She's creeping. Those two are walking straight up. I'm like, are they fucking retarded?
Can follow a lead.
And right when I said, are they fucking retarded, he steps on the nail.
Yep.
And I laughed. It was fucking funny. They annoy the shit out of her while she's taking the pictures.
Yes, but she ignores them pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You know, Carver asked if he could find out when she decided she liked girls more than boys.
I wrote that down, yeah. Carver digs Kima. I think that he, like, wants to fuck her.
Oh, probably.
In that little thing, like, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, Carver thinks you're hot. Like, they want us to think that Carver wants to fuck Kima. Because he basically said, when did you figure out you liked women more than men or whatever?
She's like, the day I met you.
Yeah, because he asked, would it bother you if I asked? And she goes, yes. It does bother me.
Yeah. So she's taking pictures of Bubs putting hats on people.
Yes, the red
hat.
We Cherry Poppin' Daddy's hat.
We don't have to get into it. We can get into it more later, but that's what they're doing. They don't really tell you what's up.
Right. It's just... Right now, that's all. Because that's all they give you. Because then they cut away.
Yeah. And
we're going to Bunk and McNulty rolling up in the pit with D and Bodie.
I did write down that Rebay loved that hat.
He did.
He was like pimping it out.
Oh,
yeah, that was fucking hilarious. So, so now Bunk and McNulty show up at the pits.
At the pit with Bodie and D.
That's a good scene, too.
It is.
I
feel like they're all good, but...
Yeah, I still have... Like,
this one sticks out because... It just kind of the whole play on... And I wrote stuff down here that I think is funny. Just kind of...
like...
You know...
Well, I put... Jesus. I put that McNulty asked Bodie his name.
Yep.
And he said, I didn't say shit about shit.
And then he calls him Mr. Shit.
Mr. Shit.
I have that written down.
And even D kind of giggles a little bit at that.
Yeah.
Not too much.
I put Bunk and McNulty roll up to the pit. They're talking with D and Bodie. McNulty pulls up the little milk crate or whatever, metal milk crate, sits on it.
Picks up the vial.
Sees the vial on the ground. It's got the whatever in it, crack or cocaine or whatever.
Right.
Heroin. D flips out, says, nah, you ain't going to plant that on me.
Right.
I got a witness, Bodie here, you know. And then Bodie goes, you Western narcos or...
Narcos, yeah.
Or, I thought he said narcos.
I mean, maybe he's got that Baltimore accent. Yeah. He's saying that...
He said, you guys will dirty people or whatever.
Right. I like that. The thing that doesn't kind of make sense is, like, McNulty says, you know, I don't care about that. I'm murder police.
Yeah, I'm murder police now.
Which he goes, D, you know that, right? You saw me in the courtroom, and he kind of acknowledges that. He goes, well, then why you? You just said you were dirty him. Now you're acknowledging the fact that he's not after that. I don't know. I just found that kind of funny. What else? So, I know. This is my from that scene right there. It's my mom's favorite quote of all 5 seasons of The Wire.
Okay.
You spend your time witnessing shit, you're gonna get got.
Right. That's Bodhi.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I play on.
My mom's 65, white, running around saying, "You witnessing shit, you're gonna get got."
That's awesome. It's a shame she's not here to drop that quote for us.
It is a shame. So what do you got with this? Oh, I also wrote down that
when we come up with our intro, you should get her saying that, and we can incorporate that in there, as to our intro.
Yeah, I have to get her drunk.
That would be hilarious.
I'd have to get her drunk. Get her nice little Chardonnay. And,
yeah.
She'll say anything after that.
Yeah, because see, I played on that too.
We could have her mime out every. No, I'm just kidding.
I played on that too. I basically, I said, it's just like you said. Bodhi's like, if you witness shit around here, you're gonna get got. And then he goes on to say, it's kind of fucked up, but that's just the way it goes around here. Which I think is funny because, once again, here's a gangster. Because I think I see Bodhi as like a gangster.
The generic version. Yeah.
Like a hustler.
Yeah,
he's selling drugs.
Yeah.
So, and he's kind of thinking, he basically says, it's harsh. He does say it's harsh, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So he's almost talking and thinking logically.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I kind of disagree with it.
Oh, he didn't say he disagreed with it, though.
But he's implying that because the way when he goes, yeah, it's kind of harsh. I took it as, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but that's just the way it is. Like, that's just how shit works.
Oh, I know.
So I just view it as like there's another example of, a gangster, a hard-ass dude, or whatever you want to call him, basically realizing that, yeah, it's not fair, but that's just kind of, you just have to live with it.
Yeah.
In the streets, that's how it is. Or here in Baltimore or whatever,
Right. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I get that. I just like the gonna get got so much.
Right. Well, definitely.
I quit listening. I wrote, they arrest D.
They do. But before they arrest him, they actually cut back to Bubbles.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they go back.
Oh, I wrote, you know what? Did D get paged in there? Because I wrote down beeper. Maybe I just wrote that the wrong
Yeah, well,
side.
he gets paged when they're in the holding cell, when they're about ready to when they're in the middle of interviewing him.
Yeah, they do. They go back and forth.
They go. This is where they cut back to Bubbles.
Because when they're on the rooftop taking the pictures, it's the same time that they're talking to D. But Weebay, some little hopper or someone comes and tells Weebay, hey, the police are talking.
Right.
And that's why the whole hat thing's interrupted.
Right.
And D
well, and
leaves.
that's when Kima's like, something's up. Something's not right.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I put, cuts back to Bubbles. And it's funny because he's like, he's talking about pussy, getting pussy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you can't get pussy without a good downtown hat or whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because that motherfucker probably hadn't seen pussy in a long fucking time.
The best part is when he's like, oh, Bubs, you should get that pussy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Unless that motherfucker getting some homeless pussy, because I know damn well he ain't tearing some shit up.
Do not make me think of 2 homeless people having sex.
Well, I just did.
God damn you.
So yeah, I thought that was funny. And then that's when Kima, they all start leaving, and that's when Kima's like, "Oh, something's up."
And she takes
and
off.
Carver and Herc are like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "I don't know." Gives Carver the camera, says, "Snap pictures of."
If anyone puts that one on the red hat.
Red hat.
So
any hat, but she said especially the red hat.
So here's that scene that I liked so much continues. Now Herc is annoying Carver.
Yeah, and Carver's like, "Can you leave me the fuck alone? I'm trying to fucking work here, focus or something."
I have a question, but I didn't write this down, but it just jogged my memory thinking of Herc. Why is he wearing a Red Sox hat?
I don't know.
They're in Baltimore.
I don't know.
Can he throw an Orioles hat on?
Maybe maybe one of the writers is a fan of Boston. They do that. If I made a show, I'd fucking have Arizona teams.
No one's wearing fucking Arizona shit in the pit. I can tell you that right now.
Well, if I made a show, they would.
The Diamondbacks have probably lost 100 games that year.
2002? Nigga, they were world champions.
Wasn't that 2001?
They won, but they're still world champions in June of 2002.
All right.
Uh-huh.
What was the Cardinals' record in 2002?
I think they actually, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I'm just fucking with you. They're not wearing fucking Arizona shit.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny because, when did I don't know. Who cares? Moving on.
What the hell was I? Yeah, where are we now?
So they cut back.
Okay, now we're to the pits.
Back to the pit, McNulty. What I thought was funny, real quick, is they cut back, okay, and McNulty's sitting on the couch, on the top of the couch with D and Bunk's sitting on the side arm. And they pan over and a truck pulls up. It's a fucking Mitsubishi.
And he said nice truck.
Yeah, McNulty goes, "Oh, nice truck." Sarcasm? Or was he like being legit?
I think because he was talking about Stringer's car. They just didn't show Stringer's car.
Well, but Stringer pulls up
No,
after.
I'm with you. Because he fucked up. Because no one thinks that Mitsubishi.
That right? Because I was like, wait, I'm like,
probably
that's a fucking Mitsubishi, like Montero or whatever.
It's nothing compared to the Mercedes. That
Right, and then Stringer pulls up. I don't know who was driving.
That was bad editing on their part, I think.
Okay.
No, I don't know, but
I think because
I'm with you.
Originally said,
I was like, too. I was like, what?
I think he might have been being a smart ass.
No, I think he was like, oh, look, your guys are showing up, and here comes Stringer, but Stringer wasn't there yet. It was almost like it was like he should have said it the next time they flashed him, not before Stringer shows up. Right. You know, that's how I took it at least.
Yeah, because I just thought that was funny.
So, but when they search him, they find his beeper.
Yep.
And they give each other a look like, why the fuck does he have a beeper?
Right.
Even in 2002, why the fuck does he have a beeper?
Yeah, beepers were long gone. I feel in 2000, like way long gone.
Probably.
They were.
I don't know.
I can assure you they were.
I do not have my beeper timeline book, but
they were gone.
Not in
because I was out of high school.
D's pocket.
Right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then
they arrest D. D'Angelo's like, hey, you're getting pretty close. Supposedly, trying to grab the D.
Oh yeah.
Trying to grab D's D.
I thought it was interesting too. So when D's D, when
Stringer,
when they take. No, I like the Stringer shit. He pulls up and just looks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just saying, as Stringer and the crew look on.
In their mind, they know D's weak. So the more he gets arrested, the more chance he has to break and shit. So that's what they're seeing. But
and he kind of
but so
shows his hallmark side.
Kima sees them arrest him.
Yes.
And then calls Daniels right away.
Oh yeah, and that's what I put here. It said Kima got plates.
Yeah.
From she called it the canyon. Later on, when they're at the thing, she said, "Oh,
canyon.
You guys weren't the only ones down in Canyon today, or whatever."
Yeah.
So she got the plates. She saw them arresting. Immediately calls to tell Daniels.
So she told him basically.
D'Angelo Barksdale has been arrested by Bunk and McNulty.
So then it goes to the next scene.
This is where Daniels is with. I don't know the other cop's name.
Cantrell. Lieutenant Cantrell. Do you know why I know that? Because the second time I watched that motherfucker, I wrote it down.
So yeah,
and I think he's in it later. Like, doesn't he get promoted or something?
Probably.
That's where he explains that Przybylewski is the son-in-law of Stan Valchek.
Yes.
Who we don't meet Stan Valchek for a while.
Yep. But explains a lot as to why he's still on the force.
He's up there and
wasn't fired when he unloaded 2 clips into a car.
How many bullets is that?
Yeah,
no.
We'll figure it out. How many bullets? Anyone listening works for a government agency.
So, but I did I like this. Like, I don't know if this was fair, but he's like, all right, I'm gonna keep Przybylewski.
Well, but that's he straight up asked for Sidner.
Right.
And he said, no, he's my best guy.
But he's also, so he's working.
And then he counters with,
I'll keep Prez on as long as I can.
Well, but the Cantrell originally said, "I'll give you such and such," and he goes, "We're in Baltimore. I need a black guy doing undercover or doing surveillance, not a white guy." Right. He goes, "Okay," and that's when he says, "Okay, I'll keep Prez, but you got to give me Sidner." And persistence paid off.
But he also said that he's going to keep him along as much as he can to help him get promoted.
Right.
Which is so now like he took him out of the casualty unit, put him in this detail unit.
Right.
So Stan Velchek thinks he's doing good shit. If he gets kicked out of there, he'd be like, "Hey, what the hell? Why didn't you stick up for him?"
Exactly.
So now he's like, "Hey, I got your back on this stupid fuck. Yep. Give me someone good." And they give him Sidner.
Yep. Which I like Sidner. We'll meet him.
Yeah, Sidner's cool. He's I like him a lot.
He's
not in it a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as I remember, he doesn't play a huge role, but the role he did, I liked him.
I liked him. He was cool. I liked. Did you see how young he looked? Fuck, he looked like he was like 16 when they showed him.
He's all sitting there. He's got a little mustache.
Yeah, he looked like he was like in New Edition or something.
The Thong Song or something. Fucking.
The Thong Song.
What? Drew Hill? It's like he's in Drew Hill.
So.
That's when we go back to.
Burrell's office.
Burrell with Rawls and.
Forster?
Yeah, I don't know the older white guy's name.
I wrote down Forster. So
Forster.
I hope that's right.
Yeah, I think it might be right. But yeah, they're basically just not wanting to hear Daniels with saying that they don't want to believe that Gant was murdered because he was a witness.
And they don't want it to get out.
Which makes sense. Obviously, they don't want it to get out, and they don't want to believe that he was murdered because he was a witness.
Now, did you find it interesting that Daniels is like, well, what if? Like, Daniels is in it a little bit.
He wants to be in it, but obviously his boss is telling him, don't get in it.
It's not in him not.
So that's one of those, it's like one of those where you're like, okay, this is my boss. He's telling me not to do this, but I am who I am, and I do my job to the fullest. What do you do?
Right.
But yeah, I thought it was funny because, he goes, I know that there could be dozens of other reasons on why this guy was, murdered, but what if?
Right.
Which obviously,
No, I mean...
It was, and I'm pretty sure they all knew too. They just don't want that getting out to the press, and they don't want to... Because it'll just be a shitstorm.
As many murders as there are in Baltimore...
Right.
Then
well,
he could have got murdered for something else.
And I don't know if...
It's not inconceivable.
Right, but I feel like in the opening scene, it might be later on, but Bunk says... If it wasn't for him being a witness on the Barksdale murder, I wouldn't even know who this guy is.
Oh, right.
Because he's like, he has no family. He has no record. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. Like, he does. Like, if it wasn't for him just being a witness in a state case for a murder charge, I would have no idea who this guy is.
Right. So why would someone kill him?
Exactly. He's a clean, hardworking, everyday blue collar man.
Right. Right. So where do they go? Oh, and then they go to the detective's office. I guess I don't know what that place is called, but like
the basement. Back of the basement.
Where they're gonna interrogate.
D. Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh, you're right. Because I have Daniels is fucking pissed that McNulty.
Kinda.
Oh, he was mad. He was pissed.
But they talked it out, kind of.
They did, but he was pissed that he didn't come to him.
Yeah.
Because he, basically Daniel says, "Hey, what did I tell you?" He goes, and I was serious about it. Keep me in the loop is basically what he said. Keep me in the loop. And, he's pissed that he didn't come to him first instead of going to, before he went and picked him up. Because he was saying, if he would have came to me, we could have taken this to Burrell and had a chance.
But he had also just came from talking to Burrell about the state, and because the judge just called, so he thinks McNulty told him to call, which he did.
Right. Would they know?
So, and then you have the second, what the fuck did I do, from McNulty in that little confrontation.
That should be interpreted on YouTube. We should have a little, what the fuck did I do, counter. Jerome, our executive producer, he'll have to keep take note, you know.
Which he would need. You know what's funny is I told him he keeps doing this shit. I go, you're gonna end up watching The Wire and not even mean to.
Yeah. I was wondering how he got all the pictures.
Well, he was googling like a motherfucker.
I bet.
But
it had to take forever.
He did. I thought he did excellent work.
No, he
on
definitely
our YouTube
did.
Video.
Shout out to Jerome King. If I knew his Twitter handle right off the top of the dome, I'd give it to you guys.
I think
he's
not Jerome King. I don't know.
Yeah. Just look on the YouTube page. Go in the description. It's all in there. Give him a follow. 4 Foot Mafia. He does great work.
Yeah.
Appreciate him.
Look at you. So when they're done talking, McNulty goes, "You ask for men, and they send you drunks and fuck-ups."
Right. What do you think that means?
I love that part. I don't know.
It
why.
is. Well, and Daniels knows that's a funny thing is that.
He knows. Oh yeah, he knows.
But
Exactly.
McNulty does not know that he went and talked to Rhonda Perlman and basically told her the same fucking thing that, you know, they want me to do this, but they send me drunks and fuck-ups. How am I supposed to do it if they send me drunks and fuck-ups?
And McNulty, says, "I want to do this case." Daniel says, "I want to do this case." But Daniels also has to be accountable, where McNulty doesn't.
Correct. I mean, McNulty should be responsible.
Yeah, but he's not.
But he's not. He's a loose can. He's like a wild card.
Yeah.
He's a loose cannon.
So they're going to talk to D. They got nothing on him.
Right.
Daniel said Keeman goes in.
Keeman goes in, but they have the lead. McNulty and Bunk have the lead.
Yeah. What did he say? We got our own. What does he say?
We got our own rhythm.
Is it rhythm?
I think he said rhythm.
Like Janet Jackson?
I think he said we got our own rhythm. Me and Bunk got our own rhythm.
I could see that. It's funny because sometimes, and I don't know if it's just because I watch so many times, you can hear his British accent come out.
You think?
Yeah, and that was one of the times.
I didn't catch it.
What? So
I didn't catch it, but I don't doubt you. So they go in there,
and so McNulty's here. Why don't you run these plates? He's gonna try to like.
It's already in the file.
Yeah, and he's like, "What?"
That's when
he was giving her fucking busy work.
Yeah, basically here.
She's like, I already took
go
care
do
of that,
this.
fucker.
We're gonna go interview D to basically stay the fuck out of our way.
Right.
But it was already in the file because
in a nice way.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was totally cordial about it.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she was kind of.
And that's when she dropped. I was down in the.
In
you
the
guys
canyon.
weren't the only ones down in the canyon today.
Yeah.
Which
which impressed McNulty.
yes.
Which was.
And he even asked Bunk.
I thought. Was that your imitation?
No.
Oh.
But he goes. When did you see her? Or did you see her down in the canyon today or something of that nature? That was like a girl voice. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. I don't know.
So D'Angelo's pager goes off while they're.
Right.
I thought that was interesting.
I don't know if that was if they were trying to tell us something.
Well, they show it and then it goes off, and they never mentioned it.
Right. Which is why I don't know if it was just kind of like, oh, let's just throw this in there.
Well, it's just like when he pulls the pager out of his jacket they have a look like, what the fuck's he got a pager for?
Right.
Then his pager goes off.
Do they cut to it and actually show you a close up of it, right?
Do they?
I think so.
I might have been taking a drink at that point of my Diet Mountain Dew.
For whatever reason, that image is in my head that they actually cut to like the face of the pager.
I think that's in the theme song.
Maybe it is. I think you're right. You're right.
Because now I'm seeing the same shit.
But so basically, they say, they basically tell D'Angelo all these lies.
Well, you know what's funny? Yeah. Okay. So
that William Gant was a church-going man, a deacon.
Yeah.
Had 3 kids, 5, 8, and 11. Now the kids don't have anyone to look up to.
Because their mother's already gone.
Mom already died, which is total bullshit.
And they're trying to play.
And D bites.
And here's the thing, and I said this to my wife. So they're like, "You killed him." And,
right.
And he goes, "No, I didn't." Like
right.
defensive, like, "No,
right,
I did not kill him. I killed that other guy. I didn't kill this guy." And then Bunk says, "Well, don't get us wrong. We don't think you actually shot him."
Right.
Then why the fuck did they arrest him?
They're just breaking him down.
I know, but isn't that like?
They're just playing him.
No, I know.
Because they know they can.
That's what he should have been like. Hey, I'm not saying another fucking word. You just said I didn't kill him.
Right.
And just sat there, but whatever.
Well, because,
I just didn't like the fact that they told him that they didn't think he killed him. They know Avon killed him.
I think that plays on how dumb D'Angelo Barksdale is that they're feeding him all this bullshit, just feeding him, and he bites, and he takes it, and he thinks it's actually true, and then they basically tell him, you shot him. No, I didn't. Well, we actually don't think you actually pulled the trigger, but you know what we mean.
It's because of you that he got killed.
And
they're trying to make him feel bad.
Which is true.
It is true.
He was the reason that Gant is dead.
Absolutely.
So D goes on, apologizes for the man.
Yeah.
He says, I'm sorry for the man. And Bunk flips out. What? You're sorry for the man? Which I wrote down, which shows another sign that he's weak. He's the chicken, not the beef.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's in here a couple times.
Oh, God.
But it's true. He played. It's funny because I will, and then as it goes on, they actually convinced him to write a letter.
That's unbelievable.
They convinced him to write a letter to his 3 fictional children and apologize that they don't have a father anymore because of him.
He does say maybe your uncle got this one wrong this time.
I mean, it's just...
That's what Bunk says. Maybe I don't know, maybe your uncle got this one wrong this time. And, that's when he takes the paper, and I was like, he's admitting that and he doesn't even know, though. That's the funny thing. He just assumes...
He's completely blind to the fact that they're playing him like a fiddle.
Oh, yeah.
And so he writes it. He writes, he starts to write it, or, to the kids, because he brought the picture in or whatever.
Right.
And they, and hold on here. Okay, so, and then I also put, I think it's funny how, at least me personally, and I think a lot of people feel the same way, that D'Angelo's like a bitch. He's like a pussy. He's like he's a pushover. He's not made for the gangster life.
Right.
Okay? But it's funny that I interpret that he is basically being tricked into writing this letter. He's basically being a human. Like, he's showing remorse, feeling bad for another human, for other human beings, and he's just being a real person.
Yeah,
like, I'm not a murderer, I'm not a gangster, but if someone dies or if something I did created another person to get killed, I would feel bad too.
Would you write their kids a letter?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably not, just because I'm a little more educated than D'Angelo Barksdale. But I just think it's funny how it plays on that. Like,
they completely...
That everyone thinks that he's a pussy and he's a bitch and he's just like a pushover, but he's really not a bad guy. He's dumb.
No, he did kill someone.
He did kill somebody, but...
It's kind of bad.
He feels remorseful. He does.
A lot of people feel remorseful when they kill people.
I just think that's funny. I had that written down. I just thought it was funny that how...
Basically, McNulty and Bunk completely take advantage of him.
Definitely.
And how he feels.
Definitely.
They start talking about that other...
And it's funny how...
He starts crying, for fuck's sake.
And it's funny how Kima didn't say one word in the whole...
She knew what was going on.
No, but she would just sat there. And they showed her a couple times just sitting in the back, like you could see her behind McNulty and Bunk. And she was just sitting there. Like,
when he takes that paper...
She didn't say one fucking word.
When he takes the paper, they all kind of shared like a look. It was like a little triangle look there. And then your man, what'd you call him? Levy Levitz shows up.
Yeah, Levy shows up, basically tells him, Levy Levitz.
That's what you call him.
I did. He's Jewish.
Yentl.
He did. Didn't he say that?
Yeah. No one ever doubted that he was Jewish.
Okay, good. Okay, so...
We just didn't call him a Jew.
Yeah, the Jew Levy show. Like I said, I love the Jews. Nothing against you guys. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, so Levy shows up. What,
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Put that down right now.
Well, no, but before he's talking to McNulty in the hallway.
So they know each other.
Right, and he goes, thanks for pulling me away from the Levy bar mitzvah Friday night. Yeah. Chandra made Brisket.
His wife's name's Chandra?
Yeah.
Really?
I shit you not.
Really?
It's something of that nature. It might not be Chandra. Don't quote me on it.
Okay, because that doesn't sound like a Jewish name.
But just because he's Jewish doesn't mean he had to marry a Jew.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of people... What about interracial relationships?
I don't picture it, but okay.
But anyways, he said, my wife made brisket.
Yeah.
Which made me instantly hungry because I love brisket. It's delicious. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, it tickled my tummy when he said brisket.
Well, that's better than your asshole.
Yeah, it did. That is good.
Last week it was your asshole getting tickled.
Well, yours too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was good.
But yes, I was, and then so basically he busts in and basically says, "Shut the fuck up! Don't say anything. Don't write anything."
Which is a little late.
Yeah,
he's got the fucking paragraph.
Because Bunk grabs the paper. Make sure he grabs that real quick.
Well,
tears it off of the notepad.
It's his notebook.
This is true, but
you can't get my notes.
I'm pretty sure that if he wanted, he could have ripped that page off. Like Levy or Levy, whatever. Chandra Levy doesn't sound like a Jewish name to you?
I don't know. Chandra doesn't.
And then as they're walking out of the precinct or whatever, he smacks D'Angelo in the back of the head.
Oh, yeah. Now, you don't watch NCIS. Have you ever seen an episode of NCIS?
No.
Mark Harmon, Gibbs,
Yeah.
does that to Michael Weatherly, who's Denozo, whenever he fucks up. Smacks him right in the back of the head. Now, here's what so he Gibbsed him, basically.
Okay.
Here, imagine, now, he slapped him because he's a fucking dumbass. He's a fucking dumbass. And just scoot up, motherfucker.
We're good.
So he's a fucking dumbass. He's writing a letter.
Right.
How many times have I told you
Right.
people? Speaking of racist fucks.
Sounds like he might not be partial to the blackies.
And then he
but they're paying him.
Yeah, and then he slaps him in the back of the head. And I'm thinking to myself, he probably wouldn't have done that to Weebay.
No.
Or anyone. He wouldn't have done that to Bodie.
Or anyone higher up.
He wouldn't have done that to Bodie.
No.
I'm not sure he would have done it to.
But I think that there it again plays on chicken, not the beef.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's true.
Okay, all right.
Could you imagine if he would have slapped Stringer Bell in the back of the fucking head as he walking out of the precinct?
That'd have been hilarious.
Yeah. Probably would have pulled a gun out and just shot him. Right there in the fucking precinct.
So yeah, they leave. So then we go back to the office.
This is where you meet Lester.
It's where you meet him.
Well, he's doing the woodworking or whatever.
He's making a little armoire or something like that.
He's making an armoire.
Making children furniture is what I wrote down.
I just said making tiny furniture.
And is it Sidner that asked him what he's doing?
I believe it was Sidner that asked, "What are you doing?" Because it was just a quick, he's got the little scalpel or whatever, and they show it under the... Which is weird because he wasn't there in the first episode, and now he's got that big fucking desk and that big-ass fucking magnifying glass and all his woodworking shit. He moved in quick.
That didn't even occur.
I don't know. I was just thinking... I was like, fuck, he got it.
He had to do something with it.
He's got his shit in here quick.
Remember, they said they were interrogating his ass for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, this is true. This is true.
Time flies on the wire. So Daniel explains that the task is Avon Barksdale.
Correct.
And that gives McNulty a little smile.
Yes. This is where Daniels breaks down everyone into groups, teams, or whatever. I thought it was funny how the loud banging and the screaming kept interrupting his.
Is that when the guy walks in and goes, "Are you guys from purchasing?"
Yeah, and he gives him no. Like a mean ass look.
That's like his Destiny voice. No. He's the voice one of the voices in Destiny.
Did not know that.
Oh, because you never played fucking Destiny, even though you bought it. Let's see. Yeah, I wrote down who's partnered with who, but who cares? Oh, then McNulty shows Daniels the letter, but it's not like they can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, and that's basically what Daniel says, is that, what the fuck do you want me to do with this?
Yeah.
It doesn't prove anything.
But
it kind of does, but it's not going to hold up.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, we get it. He feels bad. But we're halfway through.
So then one goes to... Now, where are they, Stringer and Avon and Dee shows up with his girl and the baby.
They're just at
Is
like
that like a welcome home thing for Dee?
I think it was. It looked like, to me, it reminded me of them being in like a middle school cafeteria. I don't know.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
I just I got that vibe. Like,
Yeah, no, I get that.
and Avon's in the kitchen making a plate
it's
or
real
cooking.
Quick.
He comes out.
Like Chef Avon.
Is this my boy?
Takes him and then goes, "Let's walk," and then they just cut back to the office with Bubbles.
Right.
It was real quick. Let's walk.
But then they go back though.
Yeah, but first they go to Bubbles.
Right, but they eventually go back to
But
Avon and Dee
it was funny because I thought I was all ready to write down Avon talking. And I was like, oh, I guess he doesn't do that yet.
That was quick.
Yeah. But at the office, then Bubbles tells McNulty about the hat thing.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Definitely cool.
He's got a trash bag of
and
hats.
he even admired it. He goes, "Wow, that's smart."
Yeah.
Like, which is funny because
McNulty was impressed.
Yeah, he was, and he gave him $20.
But I mean, no one's ever called Bub stupid.
No.
He's
And it's funny because I was actually talking with a couple people from work today about it, and obviously we'll learn more about Bubbles as the show goes on, but I can't recall a time where he ever really complains. And he's a homeless drug addict. And yet you don't really hear him complain about his life. You don't really hear him complaining that he's homeless or say he was dealt a shitty hand.
I remember when that dude kept beating him up in like season 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like he was a smart guy that just went down the wrong path, and then he
for sure.
just kind of goes with the flow, like. And it was funny because Kima was pissed because McNulty gave him a 20.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're gonna spoil his ass."
I wrote that down too. But I like that. So then they got this big board with all these people wearing hats, and he says who everyone is. So now they got a board.
They're learning names.
They still don't have a picture.
They don't have Avon. Yeah, they panned to that, and there was no picture, obviously.
And then it goes back.
It's funny because and I can't remember how they actually find out who Avon is.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, I do now. The boxing picture.
Yeah.
But
the cuddly bunny.
Yeah. But you haven't really seen Avon. You haven't seen Avon at this point out in public.
No.
You see him at Orlando's, and then you see him at the D'Angelo homecoming.
Yeah. If
that's it. Or whatever it is.
What do you think about Dee's girlfriend?
I don't know.
I don't like her.
I don't know.
I don't like her.
That's his kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was his wife.
Was it wife?
I don't know, but didn't him and Chandra get together?
Yes.
See, I don't know if they're married.
That's Levy's wife, right?
Charmaine is her name, right?
I don't know.
I think it's Charmaine, the black dancer.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Charmaine, I think.
I'm just fucking with you.
I don't know why I said Chandra. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna have to look.
I don't care. I was just fucking with you.
No. I know, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I never really.
So I like how it cuts to.
Yeah, I don't think you see her very much.
Avon and not this season. Well, remember whatever. We'll get into that. I just don't like her. Like, Stringer spins her around. She's like, "What she?"
I know, and then she's like, "What are you looking at?"
And she liked that shit.
I mean, yes and no.
No, she liked it.
But I probably would have asked Stringer, "What the fuck you doing? That's my girl."
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, I would have. Fuck Stringer Bell. Fuck that guy.
Okay, but then that makes you D'Angelo.
No. Fuck Stringer Bell.
If you're with D'Angelo's girl.
I'm just saying, okay? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, you're D'Angelo.
I'm not D'Angelo. Never.
Chicken.
I like chicken nuggets.
Chicken. So it cuts to them on the little stairs talking about what happened.
Right.
Avon and D'Angelo.
Yep.
Feel like this has happened twice now.
Yep. Basically having to look out for him.
I like he's like, he knows your name and Stringer and Peanut and like, he's naming people I ain't heard of. And then Avon asked him why he was writing. Right. It was cool the way D'Angelo explained it. He's like, well, I felt bad for what you got, for what happened to the man. Like, he started to say, I felt bad that you guys killed him. You didn't have to do that.
And he goes, what the fuck does he have to do with you? Or
what the
fuck does that have to do with you?
And he explains it that he ain't got shit. that he ain't got shit to do with it.
Right.
Basically.
Basically,
I found
just
that
leave it
interesting.
alone.
He's like, look, this is way above your pay grade. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Which shouldn't be that hard.
Fuck. I mean,
you would think they
it's
would
not
just
his fault they came down and fucking.
No, but
Right.
you would think at this point they would just pull him from the pit, pay him his salary, just to go away for a couple months. Just stay the fuck on the low.
Right.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
That probably would have been a good idea for them.
And chill the fuck out.
Right. No, that probably would have been a good idea.
You know? Shockingly, Stringer didn't think of that.
So, for the next scene, I just wrote down dipshits.
Okay.
You got Carter, Prez, and Herc drinking on the underpass.
Getting sloshed.
Getting sloshed. They get a bright idea.
Genius idea. Let's go.
Oh, this is where I wrote Herc is wearing a Red Sox hat. Apparently, it took me like half the episode to figure that out.
Let's go to the terrace.
Then they just throw their cans right in the middle of the.
Oh yeah, they did.
Litter bugs.
They did.
like
I thought that was funny. I was like,
it was like I was
that's
watching
funny.
Mad Men or something. At least in Mad Men, and there was like no one cared about litter. So
let's go to the terrace at 2 a.m.
and start some shit.
Basically, just to fuck with them.
We're gonna fuck with people. We're gonna kick their
We're
laundry.
drunk. We're pissed. We haven't done anything yet. Nothing exciting has happened in this case. Let's go start some shit.
Like, how pissed would you be?
And they started some shit.
They kicked the dude's laundry down.
Yeah, and he's like a fucking Chinese guy. He's not even a black guy. What are they doing to a Chinese guy?
Chinese guys can't do drugs.
Korean or whatever. But it was you know what I mean? Like, they're looking for Avon Barksdale.
No, they were just looking to fuck some people.
No. But that's who they're looking for.
Yeah, but
That's who their detail is about. Avon Barksdale.
Right.
They're not looking for Chinwok Lee.
they were wanting to crack some heads.
That's all. They're just drunk.
They didn't care whose head they were.
No,
gonna
yeah.
crack.
But I thought that was funny that they're picking on the dude.
It was just dude.
And he's like, get on the ground. Carver's like, lay on the ground.
They're like kicking his laundry.
Pulls
I can't
it-
fold clothes anyways. If I fucking fold some clothes and you kick them fucking around,
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna be pissed.
Prez is just kicking the clothes. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And it's funny because Abby even goes, what the fuck are they doing? Like, why are they doing this?
So then
I'm like, I don't know. It's Baltimore police. They can do what the fuck they want, I guess.
And then Carver's like, we'll come back in an hour. We'll roll up some
Yeah.
dirties, and you'll see how this works. But first you got this dude sitting on their car.
Oh, yeah. He's not a dude.
Boy,
He's a
he
boy.
didn't look 14 to me.
He didn't,
You
but he is, or whatever.
Yeah, 14-year-old kid eating some chicks saying what?
Eating some Lay's tater chips.
He's like, what? I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
That kid was a cocky little fuck.
Yes.
So I'm not saying he deserved it, but God, that probably felt good to hit him right in the face like that.
Yeah, but he didn't have to pistol whip him.
No, he didn't have.
He could have just
He didn't have
punched
to do
him.
shit.
And I mean, I don't know. I wasn't in the situation, but it just kind of plays on the whole. I feel like, I don't know, because it's funny because you have Herc and Prez, they're both white, and you have Carver, who's black.
Right.
Okay, so you would think that
Thanks for pointing that out.
they're not racist. You would think that Prez, but for whatever reason, I kind of get that feeling that Prez is a tad bit racist. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of just get that vibe. Like,
Oh, I didn't. I just thought he was a dipshit.
well, he is, but I kind of get the little vibe that he's a racist or a tad bit racist.
I didn't get that vibe at all. But I mean, I just got the vibe that he's a fucking moron.
Right. Well, he is. We know
he
this.
hits the kid. Like, it's just retarded. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah, he skull fucked him. I mean, he popped him good.
yeah.
Bleeding like a motherfucker.
And then it starts raining TVs.
Well, beer bottles first.
Yeah.
Beer
Officer
bottles are
down.
Yeah.
Got hit in the head. With it.
Beer bottles are coming down. First they start slow.
You know, do you think those TVs worked, or were they like TV?
I would hope
'Cause I'm
not.
I don't care who's down there.
I mean, if the TV was broke and I had it and I wanted to throw some shit, I probably would throw a broken TV.
right?
But I'm not throwing a good working TV.
And this-
especially motherfuckers in the terrace should not be.
Well, and-
because they're living in the terrace. It's not a good neighborhood. I'm sure it's not a lot of money.
Are you sure it's not a good neighborhood?
I'm positive.
Okay.
So I'm sure that, they don't make a lot of money to.
Not if they're
Because the
living there.
TVs look pretty goddamn old.
Well, the whole show. Think of it this way: TVs are fucking heavy back then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were not flat screens. They're talking, they look like 1985 versions RCAs just hucking them bitches.
Right.
So, yeah, they, and then shots start ringing out, too.
Yeah, and then they start shooting McNulty.
Prez is just blind firing.
Yeah, just up in the air.
Just like pop, pop, shooting at the fucking windows.
Unbelievable.
More play that he's a dumb fuck.
Right. So then it cuts to McNulty in bed. Gets a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
Gets a phone call.
Phone's ringing.
From...
in his shitty-ass, studio apartment.
Right.
Because he rolls out of bed and his front door is right there, so which leads me to believe it's like a studio. Unless he just decided to sleep in his living room. But there's nothing. He has no bed frame.
No,
he's got.
No, I'm with you. Yeah,
he's got the fucking.
It's a fucking studio.
Yeah, he's got the bed with the fucking. What's the thing that goes under the bed?
What? You lost
What
me.
goes under the mattress? What do they call that?
A frame?
No. The frame goes underneath what I'm trying to think of.
Isn't it just a mattress?
No, there's a mattress and then there's
There's a board? I don't know.
Yeah, like the I don't know. I can't fucking think of it.
Okay.
It's like a box set. It's the mattress and then what goes underneath the mattress to basically keep it firm and level.
Yeah.
But then the frame goes underneath. I don't know. Anyways, who gives a fuck? And it's funny. The phone he has.
The what?
The phone.
Oh, phone. I think you said foam.
Because it's the old school, with the cord and.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it caught me. It caught my eye.
But I did notice. So on the race to what the fuck did I do and you happy now, bitch? We're now tied at 2. Because when he goes and gets the paper and sees Gantz on the front page, he says, "Are you happy now, bitch?"
Yeah, you happy now, bitch?
I love that.
It is. It's a funny quote.
I love that.
But yeah, I thought it was funny how he walks out and he's in his boxers and the 2 kids walk by.
Hey kids.
Hey kids, no big deal. I'm in my boxers, shirtless. You're and then he walks 2 steps up and grabs a paper from the guy from upstairs.
Yeah. That's perfect. And then it cuts to Rawls' office. He throws the fucking. That's hilarious.
He does.
Throws a. Where the fuck's McNulty? He's on detail,
and
boss.
he throws shit off he assumes is his desk.
But it's Crutchfield's.
It's Crutchfield's desk.
That's fucking hilarious.
And Jay's like, McNulty sits here.
And then he just walks back in.
And then he just walks.
Wouldn't you throw his? Shit
I honestly thought he was gonna clear that fucker. I thought he was just gonna rake everything off of when he pointed out this is where McNulty sits. Obviously I'd seen it before, but I thought he was just gonna fucking take everything. When motherfuckers are about ready to fuck on a desk, in movies, they were just gonna rape that, just
you don't want
everything
stapler up your ass.
No.
Yeah, right,
Definitely not. That would probably hurt. Some staples in the butthole.
Yeah. So then it cuts back. It cuts back to the. What the fuck was that?
That was a stapler.
Is it time for your Ritalin?
That's my stapler.
It cuts back to the terrace.
Yes.
McNulty tells Daniels he had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Which he didn't.
No, yeah, he didn't. Yeah. But Daniels is like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not believing you.
I wrote down they fucked up that car.
Oh, they blazed that bitch.
God. What, they start throwing firebombs or something?
I don't know why they didn't show it.
I don't know. I read something
not that it matters, but it would have been cool.
I read something
to continue to see more of that scene, because that was the most exciting part of the scene, of the episode.
When they pull up, it's a 98 Ford Victoria. And the burnt stuff is a 97 and I was like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's close enough.
If I could hit delete on that trivia, I would have hit it. Who gives a shit? I didn't notice that shit. Don't fucking bring that shit to my attention.
No.
God, it's annoying.
It's a little thing that doesn't matter.
And then Daniels goes off on the 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, he loses his mind.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's weird.
Especially on Prez.
Yeah, but all 3 of them.
Yeah.
All 3 of them goes off on him.
You want to come up here in the motherfucking middle of the night at 2 a.m. shooting up
What did we learn? Yeah. No, and he does it well. He's like, what did we learn from this? What did we do? He's like, go on, but he's yelling at him, telling him what he lost, and Kevlar and shotguns and a car and fucking radio.
Yeah, I lost a squad car.
Yeah.
I got one less squad car than I had last
Eric's
night.
out for fucking... Because he had now, why is he missing work with the fucking cut on his hand?
Yeah, I didn't quite get that either.
But then, it shows that Daniels is a good leader.
It definitely does.
Because he bitches at him, but then he helps them.
Correct.
Get their story straight.
Right. You can't.
What
is it? IS?
Why do you do that to me?
What?
I know what something is, and then you fucking come from something out of the blue, and then I just totally leaves my mind. You did it with the fucking box spring.
Sorry.
And I did it with the fucking...
Well, it's
internal affairs.
Yeah, but I think he called it IS or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't call it IS.
I'm pretty sure he did. But anyways.
All right, what's the S stand for?
Fuck, I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
Damn.
McNulty goes and sees the judge.
Yes, Judge Phelan again.
So basically the judge says the reporter had the story. He just confirmed it.
Right.
Because he didn't want to lie. Which I believe the judge.
Yeah.
Because the judge doesn't give a fuck. Why? He would just tell McNulty I told him.
He definitely doesn't care.
You know. And then this is where, it shows Daniels eating with Marla. And this is where she basically tells him not to play.
Right.
This is the whole quote, which was what? Can't lose if you don't play.
You cannot lose if you don't play.
Yeah. I don't think she had contractions, so.
No.
But I do, because I'm not Marla Daniels.
No. You definitely don't look like Marla Daniels sitting across from you.
Oh, cool.
So.
That's probably a good
It's a good thing.
I put she just basically kind of spells it all out for him. You know, she says, look, if you do good, you're going to get in trouble. If you do bad, they're going to blame it on you.
Right.
You're
so it's
fucked.
a lose-lose.
You're fucked. So do the least amount you can and get by. Which, that's the way I live life.
It's kind of, I feel like that scene kind of shows like he's good at what he does, but obviously he wants to get promoted, wants to do a good job. He's very conflicted with what he should do. Obviously, who you're going to talk with. Obviously, he talked with his wife.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows that she's balanced.
And we're getting to the end of the episode here because it cuts back and forth between like McNulty and so like it shows McNulty getting drunk in his car.
Yes.
Listening to some fucking song from Dirty Dancing. I can't remember what it is, but
Hungry Eyes.
It was not Hungry
No,
Eyes.
I don't think it was that, but it just came to my head.
And the only reason I turned my eyes.
Hungry Eyes.
Hey, has anyone ever told you you're a good singer?
Yes.
Bullshit.
JK.
So he's getting drunk to Dirty Dancing.
And it's pouring outside.
Yeah.
Like.
So then it cuts to the terrace where the fucking car still is.
Yeah. Goes back to that.
So my wife goes, "That's bullshit. They would have towed that shit." But would they have towed that shit? Like, apparently they didn't.
I think they're trying to play on it as like this is a bad fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, like the tow trucks.
And like we don't even want to go here. Like, fuck y'all can just keep it. So that can be like your statue.
So they show a guy buy drugs and go into the place or whatever, and it doesn't make any sense now that I'm thinking about it. But for a second, I thought it was Sidner, like undercover. And
okay,
but they don't touch on it. It wasn't him.
Yeah, it was just kind of like
it was just showing like the area, showing Bodie. Like Bodie is on the corner doing something at the terrace, and he walks back to the pits.
It was just something that it wasn't really necessary, in my opinion.
Well, it showed Bodie. I thought you'd like that.
Well, yeah, but
like he comes back to the pits and everyone else is asleep. Doesn't he look like
they're all knocked out, passed out on the couch?
You lazy motherfuckers! I'm over here working and you're laying on the couch. It's whatever. I mean, that's how I took it.
And it's funny how you never really meet those people who are asleep on that couch.
No, not really.
You don't.
They gotta have little hoppers around. You can't meet every fucking hopper there.
No, I know, but I mean that's like the night shift.
Yeah.
Because like D, Pooh, and Wallace are at home.
No, right.
They look like some goofy motherfuckers too, so.
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't.
Right. So then it gets back to McNulty. Some kids are fucking with a car. He gets out of his
car. They're banging
car.
on the windshield.
He's out of the car.
Window.
Hey, police! Then he falls down and gets the giggles.
Yeah.
I love McNulty.
It's just funny.
McNulty.
Yeah, I wonder if that shit really happens. Like police, they go to a parking lot and just get shit faced.
Probably.
In the middle of a parking lot, in the middle of the night or whatever.
Drinking this Jameson.
Yeah.
Now, if we go back to ranking these people, McNulty's probably my number 2. I like McNulty that much. My number 2, not your number 2.
No, yeah. Like I said, it's something I would have to think about. I can't just...
Well, I thought about it. McNulty's number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, we'll have to come up with a list.
Do you want to do a top 5, a current top 5 next episode? Like, we'll start that off the next episode.
Like
we'll have our current top 5. Current of like who we have met.
That's...
I feel like that's kind of stupid because we've met a lot of people, but we don't really know. We'll do a top 5 or we'll do a top 10 after the first season.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Top 10 after the first season.
Yeah.
That way we'll have met and you can see how shit plays out.
So, and then it cuts to Daniels. He gets a call. He's in bed.
Yeah, he's in bed.
Gets a call. The kid is blind.
The kid's blind.
In one eye, and
Yep.
that's how it ends. Can you cue the music?
Dum, dum. Do you want me to cue it? Because I can cue it.
No, don't cue it. But, so that's it. That's episode 2.
That is episode 2. That is a wrap on episode 2. Another breakdown
Yeah.
of
Our impressions of
season 2 of The Wire.
No, season 1, episode 2.
I don't know why I said season 2.
I don't know.
Season 1, episode 2. Excuse my dyslexic nature.
Yeah, so that's it.
That's it. Make sure, hey, listen, we're on Spreaker under Pleeka. You download the Spreaker app. You'll have to create a username, come up with something elaborate, come up with something cool. Plenty of podcasts on there, but hey, look for Pleeka. We are Pleeka. I'm Nick. I'm Josh. He's Nick. We're under Pleeka. Okay, it'll be on there. It'll be up there. Make sure you give it a like, download it, listen to it, drop some comments, whatever you feel. We're also on YouTube under Pleeka. All the information is in the description under all of our videos. Make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe. We would love to have more of you guys. And once again, I'm Josh.
I'm Nick.
Thanks for listening, guys.